When you focus your mind on things above, you know, God is love and he has the best intentions for me. I may not understand this command. I may not understand his teaching. I may not understand all this, but I'm going to obey what I know. I'm going to obey this. And as we do that and we focus on things above, trust begins to form because we have a relationship now. And as you begin to trust it, you will begin to see that God will always come through for you. It may not be easy. It may not always feel the best, but in the end, that you will be better and stronger and more full of God than you were before. And so trust is formed, and then after trust is formed, that builds faith. Our faith builds our will. It helps breathe the breath of life into our will, and our will determines our actions. And our actions either send us down the road of spiritual strength or send us down the road of spiritual defeat. Let me give you just a quick example of what I just said in a natural human relationship. Casey is my wife and she's my very best friend in the whole world. I love her. She's my best friend. She's a holy hottie. She's holy and hot. It's like chocolate and peanut butter. It's a perfect combination. She's my little Reese's peanut butter cup. She's my very best friend. But before we knew we wanted to marry each other, we started hanging out and she began to love me and I began to love her. And my definition or paraphrase of love is living for someone else's benefit. It's not about self. So when two people love each other and they live for each other's benefit, all of a sudden you synergize and you really begin to see something beautiful happen. So we began to hang out and we began to then start hanging out more often. You know, we started kind of dating and we started just getting to know each other more, and I would be there and show up at the time I said I would, and she would listen to me and would never tell anyone any of my things that I shared, you know, just the sensitive things in my heart that I was sharing with her. And she just proved this trust, or she just built trust. And we built trust, loving each other, living for each other's benefit. It built trust. And then as trust was built, it began to build faith in me. And I began to say to myself, I don't want to live my life without this love in my life. I can't live without Casey in my life. And yeah, ladies, you can let it out, please. If you don't, your chest will explode open and there'll be a huge mess and all the guys will have to clean it up. We don't want to be here that late. So just let it out. Just if you need to please feel the freedom. And then the faith in me allowed me and Casey to stand up on the wedding altar. And we didn't know the future. We didn't know if we would be richer or poor, or if we'd be more sick or more healthy. But we looked at each other and we said, okay, because love, we've lived for each other's benefit, has built trust, I now have faith, and it has changed my will so that I'm ready to take a leap of faith. And I'm ready to say, I do. And your will determines your actions. The same thing is true with God. The more you obey him and you live for his benefit and he lives for your benefit and you guys are loving each other, it builds trust in your relationship with him. As you build trust, it builds faith in you. Faith begins to blow into the sails of your will, and your will determines your actions, and you go stronger and stronger, and you're able to fight off sin. We've got to think on things above, not just on things on this earth. That's how we fight. That's how we win.